So another demo that dropped, I think it was this week as well.
Oh, a plethora of demos.
Just, we if you're living
Matty
for
put
demos,
in that demo disc today.
we out here feasting, okay, on games that are coming up. Do you like Bayonetta? As a franchise?
I did a lot more before the third one.
Oh, wow. So, for those of you who don't know, I don't know, I can't remember where it is showcased. Probably at a Nintendo, it must have been a Nintendo Direct.
I think there was a Direct in February.
They're like, hey, do you like Bayonetta? We've got a Bayonetta Origin game coming out called Bayonetta Origins, Cereza and the Lost Demon. And people are like, yeah, more Bayonetta. This is nothing like Bayonetta. This is, I think it's a huge departure from what you might expect. This is definitely not, an action game. It's more positioned as the origin story of, the franchise's lead character, Cereza or Bayonetta, whatever you want to call her. But it's positioned more as a fairy tale. So if you're watching the video feed, very gorgeous, sort of like water paint style.
Cool art style. Yeah,
I don't know. It's such a weird change of tone. This is 100%. It feels like it's targeted. Like, not, I don't mean this at all in a bad way, but like targeted at children, the way it's told. Like, you have somebody literally narrating the story. And if you're watching the video feed, it's like a fairy tale book and it's being paged through as the story is unfolding. But in terms of gameplay, it is I would call it an adventure puzzle game. And the demo, I think it's about, I'd say like an hour long. It's the first 2 chapters of the game. And I remember you saying like, oh, we're probably going to get review code for this. Do you want to play it? So I was like, I guess I can. Like, can't say I have like any affinity for it. Like, I'll play it. Having played the demo, I'm actually all in. It's not Bayonetta, but I'm charmed by the art style, and the gameplay is actually real neat.
Okay.
So in a nutshell, you're playing as Cereza, like as a teenager or a very young girl. And she's still in the process of like discovering her powers. Long story short, she's got a stuffed animal called Cheshire, and a demon takes the body of the stuffed animal. And you basically have to work together to, just progress through this world by solving puzzles with some light combat. So it's quite interesting in terms of how it controls. Like, I don't know. Do you know anything about this game? Have you also like literally just watched the trailer?
I've heard about how you control the two, and it reminds me of so essentially you control like Cereza with the left stick and Cheshire with the right stick, which reminds me a lot of what was it called? Brothers? Tale of Two Sons?
Was it similar? Yeah.
Yeah. So Haze Light, the makers of It Takes Two and whatever. Yeah. Same idea. That was like the whole thing of that game. And it was also a puzzle game. So I assume there's going to be puzzles here where it's like positioning of the two is going to be crucial.
So, yes, I've never played that game, but I'm like you said, I imagine it's very similar. Like if you're watching the video feed, that here's a very good example of, oh no, there's this plant which your demon can't walk through. So we have to find it's an alternate path around. And it is a thing of, you use the right thumbstick to take the demon up a cliffside, for example, navigate around this thing, and then Cereza might be needed to cast a spell to make a ledge or something. So it's very cool. I mean, I've only played like the demo's first 2 chapters, so I don't know how diverse the game will be. Like I don't know if it's literally this for the entire duration of, oh no, there's obstacles, you have to separate and come together, or how deep does the combat get, for example? Because again, like your demon can actually attack, while Cereza, like she has a spell that can hold enemies in place. So working together. Cool. Okay. So I wonder, like, what extra spells will she get? Will my demon get different attacks or combos? Like I don't know to what depth the game goes, but as a little mood board or taster of what's to come, I'm genuinely surprised by how much I enjoyed this game. I think visually it's like, it really is a treat. I love the animation. I love the style. Not at all what I
looks
expected.
really good. I think it looks stunning. And this is the sort of like art style that shines on the Switch on like a smaller screen.
So and the thing is, like, the Switch is 6-year-old hardware at this stage, it runs this perfectly because it's not like super graphically demanding, but it's beautiful to look at. So I'm
like envisioning a Legend of Zelda in this art style.
Oh, that'd be
like a Wind Waker-esque. Yeah, that would be pretty sick, I think.
Yeah. But again, if you're a hardcore Bayonetta fan expecting an adult Bayonetta doing Umbra witch things, this is
this doesn't seem like a character action game like the other games have been.
This is definitely like a narrative driven puzzle game, if I could call it that.
Yes. That's kind of cool though. Maybe that's a cool change of pace.
Yeah, not that that's a bad thing at all. It's just like be aware that don't go, oh wow, Bayonetta Origins, cool, and then
don't come here from Bayonetta 3 and being like, cool, this is going to be an extension of that.
Amazing. Yeah. No, it's not that. But yeah, it's real nice.
Although as far as I know, this was actually teased in Bayonetta 3. There was like a level of this in Bayonetta 3. So
I want to go look that up now because I'd be very curious to see what it looks like in that game.
Because I mean, Bayonetta 3 deals with like multi-dimensional Cerezas, and I think the Cereza is like part of that.
Yeah.
So yeah, too bad Bayonetta 3 was not a good game.
I'll play it one day. Oh no, can you hear that? They're doing gardening next door.
You love to hear it.
So apologies for that.
NVIDIA broadcast coming in clutch with that noise suppression. I don't even know if you're using it.
But so you can't hear it?
Nope.
Oh, that's amazing. Cool, but yeah, that's Bayonetta Origins, Cereza, and The Lost Demon. Good time. Very keen to play it when it launches.
It's cool that the progress from the demo carries over to the full game, so that's neat. You're not like wasting time.
I also wonder how long the game will be because you can save your game in the demo, and it shows my progression was 10%.
Damn. Okay.
So if if it is 1-for-1, I'm envisioning a 10-hour experience in the final game.
That's not too bad.
No.
Okay.
So we'll see.
I think adventure games like this can't be like 20 hours. You'd get so fucking over it by the end of it. So, yeah. Okay. Neat.
Cool.
Actually kind of keen to play this. It looks like fun.
It's a good time.
It's not co-op, right? Like you can't like split the duties of...
I was actually... Look, I should have looked this up before, but I don't know. It could definitely work co-op if like one person controls Cereza. I would be shocked if it's not co-op, actually, because it lends itself to co-op perfectly. I mean, was Two Brothers co-op? Could you play it 2 players? Oh, was it only 1 player? Yeah, well... We'll see.
Maybe it's the same thing. Yeah, you should play. You should play Brothers. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Clever puzzle game.
Nice.
From those peeps figuring things out.